Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for December the 8th, read by Kirsty S. from the East Midlands in the UK. AA Thoughts for the Day. Solution. There is a solution. Almost none of us like the self-searching, the levelling of our pride, the confession of our shortcomings, which the process requires for its successful consummation. But we saw that it really worked in others, and we had come to believe in the hopelessness and futility of life as we had been living it. We had found much of heaven, and we have been rocketed into a fourth dimension of existence of which we had not even dreamed. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, page 25. Thought to consider. The solution is simple. The solution is spiritual. Acronyms. Hope. Happy our program exists. Just for today. Apology. From our side of the street. I made amends to my dad soon after I quit drinking. My words fell on deaf ears since I had blamed him for my troubles. Several months later I made amends to my dad again. This time I wrote a letter in which I did not blame him or mention his faults. It worked, and at last I understood. My side of the street is all that I'm responsible for, and thanks to God and AA, it's clean for today. Daily Reflections, page 259. Daily Reflections. Service. Life will take on new meaning. To watch people recover, to see them help others, to watch loneliness vanish, to see a fellowship grow up about you, to have a host of friends. This is an experience you must not miss. Frequent contact with newcomers and with each other is the bright spot of our lives. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 89. It is through service that the greatest rewards are to be found, but to be in a position of offering true, useful and effective service to others, I must first work on myself. This means that I have to abandon myself to God, admitting my faults and clearing away the wreckage of my past. Work on myself has taught me how to find the necessary peace and serenity to successfully merge inspiration and experience. I have learned how to be, in the truest sense, an open channel of sobriety. As Bill sees it. Random quote. The Fellowship's Future. It seems proved that AA can stand on its own feet anywhere and under any conditions. It has outgrown any dependence it might once have had upon the personalities or efforts of a few of the older members like me. New, able and vigorous people keep coming to the surface, turning up when they are needed. Besides, AA has reached enough spiritual maturity to know that its final dependence is upon God. Clearly, our first duty to AA's future is to maintain in full strength what we have now. Only the most vigilant caretaking can assure this. Never should we be lulled into complacent self-satisfaction by the wide acclaim and success that are everywhere ours. This is the subtle temptation which could render us stagnant today, perchance disintegrate us tomorrow. We have always rallied to meet and transcend failure and crisis. Problems have been our stimulants. How well, though, shall we be able to meet the problem of success? Letter, 1940. AA Today, page 106. Big Book quote. It is easy to let up on the spiritual program of action and rest on our laurels. We are headed for trouble if we do, for alcohol is a subtle foe. We are not cured of alcoholism. What we really have is a daily reprieve contingent on the maintenance of our spiritual condition. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, Into Action, page 85. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. The length of time of our sobriety is not as important as its quality. A person who has been in AA for a number of years may not be in as good mental condition as a person who has only been in a few months. It is a great satisfaction to have been an AA member for a long time, and we often mention it. It may sometimes help the newer members, because they may say to themselves, if they can do it, I can do it. And yet the older members must realise that as long as they live, they are only one drink away from a drunk. What is the quality of my sobriety? Meditation for the day. And greater works than this shall ye do. We can do greater works when we have more experience of the new way of life. We can have all the power we need from the unseen God. We can have His grace, His Spirit to make us effective as we go along each day. Opportunities for a better world are around us. Greater works can we do, but we do not work alone. The power of God is behind all good works. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may find a rightful place in the world. I pray that my work may be made more effective by the grace of God. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Centre City, MN 55012. My name is Kirsty, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1990, or 2001.